You're listening to Jump on the Bat-Wagon, hosted by the Watchtower Database. Visit WDB on YouTube for video essays, timelines, fan theories, and much more from the DC animated universe. And now, please enjoy the show. Boogie on down.
This is what dancing looks like at this camera angle.
I thought you were just, this is what dancing looks like at this age.
This is what dancing looks like at
when you've reached, when my age something Yoda line, you will also be bad at dancing. That's what Yoda says in Star Wars.
Star Trek.
Oh, I'm sorry. Star Trek.
Get it right.
Centuries of the Last Cosmos. I was playing the Spider-Man animated series 90s cartoon theme to you over the speakers a minute ago, and it just made me like, oh, I kind of want to watch that instead of this stuff today.
It's one of those listener suggested episodes that we watch. Super Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spin the wheel. Instead of rewatching a Batman or Superman or whatever episode, we just end up watching the entirety of Spider-Man the animated series. Oh, shucks. Well, we gotta see you guys in 17 days.
How many hours long would that single podcast episode be?
Yeah. And trying to, okay, can you synyop this for me? And it's all like 50 something episodes.
Okay. So in the first episode,
so he got bitten by a spider. No, they don't start that way. Shit, man, I've already forgot. I don't know. We don't need to do this. Can we please not do this?
There was this bad guy and this bad guy, and at one point we saw this crazy thing. The end.
And then we just go, oh, we just wasted so much time. We shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have let someone put the entirety of Spider-Man the Animated Series on the wheel. What idiots we are.
Wow, is my face red?
I know. Do you remember what we are watching today, though, Brian?
We're watching the Lobo something or other.
Yeah, the Lobo Flash animated web series. That's what we're watching today.
Did you say Flash animated last time?
I don't remember, but I've said it now. Whoa. I don't think you had a prediction for this. I think you just said that couldn't decide whether you're going to like it or not, or you predicted it was going to be your favorite thing ever or something like that.
I mean, it sounds about
right. But you
right.
didn't say like what was going to happen. I guess I got to do the things I always do. I'm kind of thrown off because it's such a different episode this time, but it is episode 197. We're so close to 200 of Jump on the Bat-Wagon. I'm James from the Watchtower Database YouTube channel, and I'm here to show
I'm Brian
my good
from the
buddy
Watchtower
Brian.
Database YouTube channel.
That's you. The entire DC animated universe. Huh?
I'm Brian.
You are.
I'm multiple things.
Oh, yeah. I'm Brian from the Watchtower Database YouTube channel, and I'm Brian. And I'm Brian. You say at the end of it. DCAU, entire thing, start to finish, very first time, controversial airdate order, human beings, 2000, something. Today is the first ever time that Brian watches the Lobo web series.
Do not let this be your first episode, listener.
No. If it is for some reason, I feel like this particular podcast episode will be one of the ride or diers will listen to it kind of situations, because it's a very specific thing we're doing today. But like the last episode video game thing or whatever.
Is this going to get less episodes?
Less episodes of Spider-Man the Animated Series than usual. I'm not sure.
Is this going to get less views and listens or whatever you think than a regular episode?
It remains to be seen, because so here's the thing. I was going to say, at the time of this recording, first of all,
7:28 p.m.
Thank you.
And I'm Brian.
Lobo, and I'm Brian. Lobo, and I'm Brian, is available on YouTube, my dog. Prior to like 3 days ago, I was planning on showing you a very crunchy, awful, uploaded 20 years ago YouTube upload of this, because it was.
And then Jamie did something.
And then
I had an interesting thing pop up in my subscriptions, and I said, "Okay, Jamie, I see you." Okay. So what you did was you uploaded the video to not only to the Jump on the Bat-Wagon YouTube channel, but also to your like super secret hidden YouTube account, which now
Oldest
anybody,
YouTube account, yeah.
anybody,
no. Well, so okay, so here's what happened is Nick Sorensen from the listeners. Hello, Nick, listening. Had previously provided me with links to a different web series that we're going to watch after this. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, that's so cool that I have the original, like, infinitely scalable Flash animation files.
Is it Vector?
It's Flash animation is like is all vector as far as I know, whatever pre-vector vector is. It's just you could put this on a fucking IMAX screen at full resolution, like it just goes forever. You can
Flash
zoom
does
in infinitely.
Is it what? No, what does it really? You're fucking with me.
No,
you're fucking with me. You are having sexual intercourse with me.
I'm fucking you right now. Can you not tell? What was that a couple episodes ago where it's just, why am I fucking? Or whatever, you wake up. Anyway, I thought that the Lobo one was lost to time because the usual places I would go to find these sorts of things, it was nowhere. But it turned out that someone in, I think, 2022 had uploaded all of the original Lobo files to the Internet Archive, and Nick stumbled across this, sent the link to all the Yoppie dudes. But then I, of course, went like, oh, fuck, like, this is amazing. I need to make sure that Brian sees this, like, because this is one of those situations where actually having it in quote unquote HD is how you would have seen it at the time because you're looking at it straight on a computer or whatever. But so I screen recorded all of it. I edited all the little, ins and outs off of the ends of stuff. So we have the complete 2000 Lobo web series, HD best quality. I called it all the catchable SEO things in the title.
My God, dude.
But I did put it on my eldest YouTube channel, SOJ518, which is son of Jarrell and my birthday. And it's where I also put, for those who have seen our Justice Society commercial video on Watchtower Database, is I remade an old fan-made promo and put that on here also with absolutely no context, which was part of the thing for the video, was like, that's how I found it before. It's how it's going to live now, is if you stumble across this, cool. So that's where I put Lobo. And then I did a collaboration with the Jump on the Bat-Wagon channel so that it's sent to our subscribers. You
got
see.
Got it.
Yeah. So anyway, now that's what we're going to do.
But aren't people going to be able to, like, they're going to be able to find your old account?
Yeah, but that's okay because I've purposely hidden everything except for like 5 things. I already got ahead of this. It's fine. But if you want to follow along, you can head over to watchtowerdatabase.com/resources listener. Link is in the show notes.
Listener.
This web series, Lobo, first aired weekly starting Thursday, June 15th, 2000 through Thursday, September 14th, 2000 on loboonline.com. This began 19 days after our last episode, Where's Terry? It was only interrupted by one Batman Beyond episode in August, so it made the most sense to me to just show you the full thing rather than, because they're all like 2 or 3 minutes long. If we did a separate podcast episode per Lobo episode, it'd be completely like insane. So I know people had
Lobo got on his bike and he drove into the sunset.
Yeah.
Next episode
2. Yeah. That's kind of what happens. Yeah. But people had suggested over the years for this and something else later is to do it per episode or have each episode as like a segment of a bigger episode. Like maybe we just watched Where's Terry and the first Lobo episode, that kind of thing. Yeah. But it sort of just felt like a thing that should just be a one-time, like, we're watching Lobo the end. Otherwise, it's going to drag on too long. These all aired and were produced in the same order, so already a win.
Wow.
The writer of this was Boyd Kirkland and John P. McCann. Boyd Kirkland previously co-wrote... Yes, what?
Yeah, I was saying, I didn't know if this... I meant to ask. I didn't know if this was going to be like an actual like official DCAU something. But we have Boyd Kirkland on here. Yeah,
and John P. McCann had written Armory and Terry's Friend Dates a Robot I had forgotten to write down. Yeah, Boyd Kirkland previously co-wrote Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, which he also directed, and he notably directed Pretty Poison, Perchance to Dream, Beware the Gray Ghost, I Am the Night, His Silicon Soul, Sideshow, Second Chance, and sequences from Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
This is going to be the best thing ever.
Sure. The director is also Boyd Kirkland. The music is by Jody Gray, who also composed a handful of Looney Tunes, Looney Tunes projects. Also composed the entirety of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Something to think about, I guess, while you're hearing this. The animation was produced in-house at Warner Brothers with Adobe Flash, and we'll talk more about that in Trivs about how this was created.
Okay.
Buy us a coffee, everybody. Check out buymeacoffee.com/Yoppie, YOPP. IE, linked below to send us a Yoppie beverage and access some pretty shway exclusives.
Where's my pee-pee poo-poos at?
I know. Like submitting episodes for us to revisit. I just want that to be the subtitle before we even watch the show. Lobo, or where's my pee-pee poo-poos at? We'll give you a shout out in an upcoming episode and we'll plug your shit. We'll also do a push-up for every $1. So send us coffee for our health and your entertainment. Today's Yoppie Bevs come to us from Just Mask /Jake Smith. Who bought a Yoppie Bev. Let's get this yop. I've been listening since September and I'm on episode 104. Thanks for the yops. Have a Bev. Thank you. I will. I have a tea next to me. I won't spill it on the soundboard.
I have a Dr. Death.
Whoa. Is that the Liquid Death? But it's just normal Liquid Death. Liquid Death just came out with like an energy drink, and I'm like, this is the antithesis of what you're supposed to be tricking us. It's just water or whatever.
I mean, they're like really stepping it up because this is actually like flavored.
Yeah. As opposed to what?
Well, they have like some that's just like sparkling water and some that's just flat water. Did you know this?
No.
Liquid Death has water in a can, like tap water in a can. And it is it is so unappetizing for some reason that it's like almost undrinkable.
I don't know how you make water less tasty.
Put it in a can.
I guess so. Scientists hate him for this one simple trick. All right, well, we only have 5 push-ups to do, so let's do them.
I'm going to do the crazy ones again.
1, 2, I'm not, 3.
Yeah, 4, I know you're not.
5.
2.
Mostly because I forgot until I was already halfway through.
3. Do you want to entertain us?
No.
Okay. 4.
Brighter man, radioactive brighter man.
I saw Tipped Apricot yesterday.
Oh my God. Did they give you things for me?
Oh, yes.
Good.
But I can't help but open a wrapped present, so I just went ham.
I just spoiled a bunch of shit for myself.
Yeah.
Although I will say one of the things in there that I couldn't resist, so for the listeners' sake, Tipped Apricot informed me of a big old DCAU action figure dump at the Big Bus toy shop that we've gone to before. Mm-hmm. And it's where I got this Shriek that it's off screen. And the listener couldn't see it anyway if they wanted to. But, I was like, oh no, like I'm going to have to resist or whatever. But then they kept showing me pictures and pictures and pictures. I'm like, fuck, there's just a lot of good stuff here and a lot of stuff I don't have. One of the things was a set of 2 parademons, or as you like to call them, open-mouthed old men. And as actually paradiddles, fuck. And I figured like I might open that one so that you can have an open-mouthed be old man and I can have an open-mouthed be old man. We'll see. And with that, let's go watch fucking Lobo, I guess. I'm sorry in advance. Here we go.
I'm not.
Not enough executive experience, my opponent says. A vote for Lobo and frack this! This is crap! Let's cut the bullshit in this fucking place. You jack and assholes don't give a shit about issues. Stupid fucking bastard! Kiss my hairy infested ass! All you jackals want is a guy who looks fucking good on TV. Fuck this! The end you've been waiting for.
Wasn't that a great time?
Thanks for being here, listener.
Yep,
we will see you next week.
Look, you see why I didn't want to stretch it out over multiple episodes.
Yes, it would only make our experience of the DCAU worse.
Yes, I mean, this already did. So, unfortunately, though, you need to tell me what the fuck happened in it.
If you're wondering, Synyop, Synyop. what you just watched. Synop. Take a listen to the synopsis. The short summary, which is sometimes kind of long.
All right, Brian, you fragging bastard. You want it's so fucking funny when he like blows the guy up and then there's no blood and snot and puke and funny shit the whole time, Brian.
You forgot acid pee.
And butt cracks and farts.
Butt cracks and farts and burps.
And people falling apart and brains. And that's what happened in Lobo.
All right.
Well, all the stuff we just said.
I'm just going to take a minute.
Yes, please do. I'm not going to cut out any of the space that just happened. The breathe in, breathe out sound effects will speak for themselves. Yeah.
So what you need to know, listener, this is not a traditional synopsis.
Right.
Okay? What you need to know is that this was made in the year 2000 at a time where we had like Joe Cartoon with like the gerbil in the blender and like I think Happy Tree Friends probably came out of this era.
You said that 2 minutes in, you said, what in the Happy Tree Friends is this? And I had not made that comparison until you said that. It was very accurate. Yeah.
This existed to be gross out and just make fun of every type of, well, not every type of person.
A lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of people, and just do the gross, silly thing. On top of that, Lobo has unlimited regenerative abilities suddenly.
I'll get to that, I suppose, but
okay.
I mean, it's just, I'll just say now it's a common, it's his comic book thing that he can do. He predates Deadpool by a little bit, and there's like a, in the Marvel copies DC copies Marvel back and forth that always happens. Yeah. It's like debatable if Deadpool copied Lobo, that kind of thing. Deadpool does it way better because Deadpool's actually funny most of the time, and Deadpool has an interesting costume and good interactions with other characters and anything else that was bad about this. But I don't think they were allowed to do that in Superman the Animated Series because of how gory and weird it would be for him to like get an arm chopped off and then regrow the arm, all that kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a Lobo thing that he does and has.
Okay. Well, on top of that, we had a lot of sexism.
I mean, it's barely not 90s. The most like 90s, like everything's hardcore and like, but I was going to say until like 2 days ago when Nick sent me the links and I screen recorded this, me watching this with you was going to be my first time watching this whole thing. I had seen like 2 of the episodes before and I knew that I didn't like it. I knew that it was just kind of a weird, bloody thing or whatever. Like, and I had never like purposely avoided it. I remember I was like 9 when this came out. And so it was not it is apparently for me or it's for like a 13-year-old maybe at this time or something is like the intended audience, I guess, because it's just so like, the joke is that blood and snot and throw up and body puke. Parts and
rape.
And rape, yeah, that was cool. We like that. It was just so much of that, but it's like at the same time, then there would be like, oh, so he's saying like bastitch instead of bitch, but then he'll just say bitch later. Or like there's there's asshole a couple times. There's, just all this kind of like, okay, so maybe it's not it's like for like rebel teenagers that is so cool. I
just realized there's 2 rape jokes because that waitress in the first series.
Yeah.
Because the whole like, we're not.
Oh, it was a monster instead of her, that thing.
No. The Sunny Jim had the thought that like, the bet is that they were going to date you. And he's like, no, not date.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. And then the squiggly armed alien just takes him off screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway, this is
a good show.
one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life, and I'm not exaggerating.
No.
Do not watch this, listener. Jamie, don't keep this on maybe the Jump on the Bat-Wagon playlist.
It's not
even.
on the channel. It's joined with the other. It was to get it in people's feeds so that they could follow along if they wanted to.
You can watch this, but there's no redeeming qualities at all.
No. I think it was so okay. Before we get into further thoughts, I'll tell you the official synopses that came with these as they were dropped on loboonline.com. In order, we have Lobo chases after Sunny Jim and Darlene. Lobo follows Sunny Jim and Darlene to Tubo's swap meet, which I guess must be that like Saturday market planet or whatever they go to. Lobo follows Sunny Jim and Darlene to the Interstellar Managers planet, which is where those like weird bald aliens were like, and then there'd be a translated thing. Darlene finds Lobo whilst Lobo is attacking the MBA. Lobo finally kills Sunny Jim so he can date Darlene. Lobo goes to rescue Slaz for Sniff in exchange for Cuban cigars. As Lobo goes to Slaz's cell, he sees his favorite rock star Major Snake in the cell. Lobo tries to disrupt Major Snake's birthday so that the three of them can leave Oblivion. Lobo participates in an intergalactic president election, but Lobo has had it, which was the only...
That was so like, out of pocket.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. Yeah, it was like an intermission almost.
Yeah.
Lobo takes Snake and Slaz out of jail at the cost of killing Snake to save room. Lobo, which was legitimately sad when he kills the, like, I don't like that character at all, but he just kills his boyfriend and then rides away and the guy's crying. And it's supposed to be like a funny moment, I guess, but it was like, what the fuck? Like, I was just left going like, that's upsetting. Lobo doesn't have enough credits to pay his bills, so he has to track down a porkin named Mud Boy to get his bike back. Lobo takes a quick stop at Stumpy's to get a tracking device. Lobo has been following a gluttonous snake that his tracking device reads as Mudboy. And finally, Lobo learns that the snake ate Mudboy. Lobo would do anything to make the reptile throw up his quarry.
I can't wait to never watch this again.
Yes, me too. It's never come up in a video that I can remember, like on Watchtower. It has basically zero connection to anything else that we'll ever watch for this. It just exists in its own little pocket of bad. I was thinking like, oh, this is going on bottom 10 of like the, whatever. But then I thought it's going on the like, it's going with Dude, Where's My Car? Yeah, for sure. We haven't gotten there.
We put that in the Mephisto category.
Yes, we did. Burn it, never to be seen again. Yeah. By anyone. Yeah.
This is, I mean, sorry, we're kind of like jumping the shark there, but this is absolutely going there.
Yeah. No,
I would almost rather watch Dude, Where's My Car? Even though it's three times the length.
It has Ashton Kutcher and it had a couple of good jokes in it.
This had... And I quote, 3 good jokes.
Okay.
I'm not good. Not good.
3 passable jokes. Yeah. I'm interested to see if they line up with what I think mine are.
They were all in quick succession.
Yes. I only have 2. One, which is by far the best joke in the entire thing. Yeah. Is the like, where's my bike? What's that? And then he goes, what's that?
Yeah,
that was actually funny. Like that didn't belong in this at all. Yeah. And then the second one for me is when What's That gives him the penguins to fly on, and then he's like, "How do you land this thing?" And there's just the music starts, and then he just skids the fuck out of the penguins into the ground. Like that's how he lands. Is the only way he could do it. That was at least funny enough. Like it's just those 2 things felt to me like, oh, like you did have any sense of comedy writing at all for this, because every other joke, quote unquote, in the whole thing is just like a bunch of Lobo says frag or Lobo blew a guy up and that's the joke or whatever. What was your third or what other jokes?
I honestly can't remember, but it was right after the what's it joke. There was another couple of like sillyisms, but I can't remember. Fucking remember what they are.
That's been blown out of your brain. Like everything else. Yeah.
I hated that. I hated that whole thing, dude.
Yes, I'm so sorry. It was so. I will show you. First of all, I'll show you because I realized like.
Can I read the comments on this?
Oh yeah.
There are some people commented on this.
My favorite comment was from Tony Arezzo, who says, "That was 30 minutes of my life I'll never get back." And then I says, obviously getting us to watch this is James's April Fool's Day prank on us. Well done, sir. Well done. Which it is very close to April Fool's. So I kind of wish that it was that, but you know. I was going to show you.
You're right.
Show you. So when I mentioned that, you know, this was the next thing, people in the Discord were saying like, "Oh, are you going to use the Superman the Animated Series ukulele theme for this?" And then I went like, "Oh shit, I haven't figured that out at all." So that's one of the themes that I sent over for you to get Kimmy to record, which everyone theoretically has already heard, which is the only music that I could pull from this. Was I honestly kind of want to see if anybody catches where I pulled the music from.
Okay.
And comment to tell me.
They would have already heard it.
Yeah, it was
but you're just
top
trying to
of
place
this.
it. Got it.
I want them to tell me like where in the Lobo web series. It appears twice as far as I could tell, but I don't know what you win. You win never having to watch this again. But
that's a really good. That's a really good prize.
Good prize, honestly. Yeah, it's the best thing I could offer. I made a Lobo custom album artwork that's really hard to see, but it has like the Lobo logo makes jump, and then on the Bat-Wagon. Then I have our little faces. It's the face that you're making when you're holding the shirt that I gave you. Yeah, smooth. Where you're making that like really kind of face.
That's perfect.
The same, I have my face from when you took the photos of me downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Because I knew that you would fucking hate this. And I sent this to Dan Reba because I had a couple questions for him about like the production of the show, of this and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
I said, it's the subject of our next podcast episode. Brian must bear witness. I'm going to have to cook up all the trivia about the original Lobo animated series plans and all, which we'll get to.
Oh.
He said, it's trying to be Beavis and Butthead raw, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
And then I sent him the album artwork. He said, "I'm sorry, did you run out of good stuff?" I just said it was all part of the deal that you had to watch everything. So, you know, this did not feel so. I'll just say this is like pretty debatable among the fan base of whether it's actually DCAU canon or not, because it's so different and like not the same audience in any way, and just extremely separated. Like nothing. I picked out two things I think in this that felt like, okay, there's like the tiniest connection ever. Again, much like your jokes, I can't think of what the second one is, but I noticed on when they're on the planet with Sunny Jim, and Darlene is running toward him going, like, "Lobo, keep shooting. I'm coming." And then he says, like, "Sounds like my kind of gal," or whatever.
Right.
Which was like 1% funny. She's running past like a giant cash register with like a little lizard hopping on it. And on the cash register is just BTAS Killer Croc's face. I have no idea why or why they would have chosen that.
On the button? Is that what that
was?
On
the like little screen. It just had...
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Killer Croc.
I think it was like a skull and crossbones on the button or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
This made me measurably more stupid.
It really did. Yeah, I feel like bad. Like I just have a bad feeling in my bones watching it. Like it's so hard. Even if the show had been written well, funny at all, maybe cut back a little on the violence to where it was like felt more purposeful and not just for the sake of it happening.
Right.
You would still be watching this like 2 frames per second, like incredibly difficult to tell what's going on sometimes thing. There's a scene when he climbs through the window into the jail cell and he's looking around while the guys are sleeping. And the cuts of him like looking at this wall and then this wall and then this wall are about as fast as I said that. Yeah. They're not like, you can't tell what the fuck he's looking at. Like what was I supposed to see? You know? And I think you noticed as it happened, obviously it was pretty obvious the like lining up the golf shot with his own head or whatever.
That would have been one of those flash animation click at this point.
Yeah, there were a few others of those throughout the thing that I just bypassed for the sake of like,
really?
This is going to take way too long. So my original like plan was to get you to watch this during our in-person stuff so that you could like play the little mini games that happen throughout them.
No,
but
that's fine.
Subjecting you to more Lobo was not the
Thank
move.
you. That was the right move, Jamie. Thank you so much for that. I owe you. Oh my God.
Well, that I think maybe that was one other like slightly funny joke was like, cause that's SpongeBob, Tom Kenny, doing like a lot of the little narration bits, and so he's doing the like he's lining up the shot, he's doing this thing.
Wow, really?
Folks, he's been at this a long time, whatever he's doing.
That's
he was
terrible.
also the voice of Sunny Jim and a couple other characters throughout, which we'll get to, of course. But yeah, dear God, I don't know. It was one of those like I debated several times not showing you this at all. But there's other things in the future, not nearly this bad, but still like, the fan base doesn't like this thing that I'm like, well, we're going to watch those. So we kind of have to watch this, so. And now you've seen it, and now you have a bit of your soul removed.
Yeah. Surgically.
God,
it's just so, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I want to go to bed.
I don't want to be here anymore.
I don't want to do this.
What if I was like,
Just let me go.
Brian, like actually we just watched the final episode of Batman Beyond. The rest is like 64 more episodes of Lobo. I think I would allow you to quit. I feel like we're never doing this again. Yeah.
If it was, I don't think I could have done 15 more minutes. If you're like, it's 45 minutes of this.
Yeah.
I honestly don't
both
know.
of us checking constantly how much of it was left.
I think we checked probably 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
In 30 minutes.
You said, good. There's still 10 minutes or something. Yeah.
I was just like doing like PT exercises and squats and stuff to just try to like.
I saw you like, I'm going to try to flatten the calendar on the wall or whatever. Like you're doing anything.
That was just another PT thing. But like just like anything to like not have to just sit and focus on this because there's just zero redeeming qualities.
No.
And how is it that the dude who was writing like, what did we say? Fucking like, was it Heart of Ice and like so many good?
You're talking about Boyd Kirkland. No, he co-wrote with Randy Rogel, Sub-Zero, which was also a thing you didn't like very much.
Oh, okay.
The movie.
I thought there was some like Beware the Great Ghost.
He had directed that.
Oh, okay.
But he wrote and directed most of this stuff. I want to get to the trivs with you because there's this podcast episode's already gone on too long. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting like story behind how we got this.
You better have some redeeming something out of this.
Thank you. I do. Here's the cast real quick first. In the first 5 episodes, Lobo is voiced by Greg Eagles, who is Grim on Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Oh, wow.
He was previously Mr. Gibson, Max's dad in Hooked Up, and Fat Joker in Once Burned, which was the most recent, I think, Royal Flush Gang episode. Kevin Michael Richardson then voiced Lobo for the rest of it, supposedly due to scheduling conflicts, which I can't imagine having to sit there for 5 minutes to say like 3 lines having a schedule conflict, but whatever. He's also
this was definitely a like air quotes schedule conflict.
Yeah. Oh,
like I don't want to fucking
can't
do
fit
this
in anymore. Yeah. Kevin Michael Richardson also voiced in here Slaz, Fat Whatsit, and Mudboy. Which I don't believe that because Mudboy didn't say anything. He just made
squealed.
like grunting and stuff. Yeah. He was previously Cop in Fun and Games, Al in Tools of the Trade, Mutant Leader in Legends of the Dark Knight with the pointy nipples, Security Chief in Blackout, Chandler in Disappearing Ink, and Pilot and Fat T in Joyride. He voices Captain Gantu in Lilo and Stitch, who's another alien bounty hunter. I wanted to include that for synergy purposes.
Yay, synergy.
Tom Kenny, SpongeBob, as Sunny Jim, Major Snake, which was the cellmate rocker dude that I guess, I don't know what the fuck the joke.
I think he was supposed to be Ozzy Osbourne.
I guess
like mostly unintelligible
just
British
mumbling,
rock star who's like super drugged out on things.
Yeah. Space Penguins, announcer, campaign manager, and various other minor roles. He also played Rabbit in various Winnie the Pooh projects, Mumbo on Teen Titans, Dr. Octopus in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. He's the Ice King in Adventure Time, Plastic Man in a bunch of Plastic Man shit. He'll be back as other characters later. Now we officially have SpongeBob, Patrick, and Mr. Krabs in the DCAU, so that's cool.
I kind of like that. It's amazing that people with talent wanted anything to do with this.
It is very shocking. I don't know, like the last two we have here, Gray Delisle as Darlene and the Nutcracker sisters, which I guess were the two girls at the end.
How old are you girls again?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Let's do one more rape joke before we get out of here. Catwoman in the Batman Arkham video games. She's Black Cat in the 2017 Spider-Man cartoon. She voices Aya on Green Lantern, the animated series. She's been Daphne in most of Scooby-Doo projects since 1998.
Wow.
She's Emily Elizabeth in the 2000s Clifford the Big Red Dog cartoon. She voices Frankie Foster in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. She's Mandy in Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Vicky in Fairly Odd Parents, and Azula on Avatar The Last Airbender.
And we witnessed her with our own eyes in Portland.
Did. Yeah, she said some good shit in the panel. I also took pictures with her. And last is D. Bradley Baker as Alien. That could be fucking anyone. And various other minor roles. You'll recognize him. He played Ra's al Ghul in Batman Arkham City. He was Daffy Duck and Tasmanian Devil in Space Jam and various other Looney Tunes things. He's Cinderblock and Plasmus in Teen Titans, Mysterio in the Spider-Man 2 video game, Lizard Man in 2 episodes of Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law, Clone Troopers and Captain Rex in the Clone Wars animated series. He's Klaus the Goldfish on American Dad. He played Bubble Bass and Squilliam Fancy Son on SpongeBob. Mm-hmm. He's the voice of the Gravemind in Halo 2 and 3. And he is many and varied animal and creature noises, including but definitely not limited to Heen, the dog in Howl's Moving Castle in the 2004 English dub, Perry the Platypus in Phineas and Ferb,
Perry!
Naga, which is the big dog in Legend of Korra, and he's also Appa and Momo in Avatar The Last Airbender.
Goddamn.
Also in EverQuest 2, he played generic racial callouts.
What do you think his favorite racial slur is?
He was calling them out all the whole fucking game. Yeah. We actually had a couple people respond to that.
I'm sorry, what?
Because you asked the audience.
I'm sorry, what? Can you read them to me? Did you have to block them?
Yeah, I highlighted a couple of the comments. Yeah. Okay, so let me just share with you the story. This is directly from the other writer that's not Boyd Kirkland, John P. McCann, who I think up top I said wrote Terry's Friend Dates a Robot and Armory.
I hate him.
Yeah, so he's this is from his blog in 2008. Lobo on the WB is the title of the blog entry. In early 1998, Jean McCurdy, who was the Warner Brothers head lady, asked me to write up a short premise for a possible Lobo animated TV series. Created by the late Roger Silfer and Keith Giffen, Lobo was a tricky character for the kids' WB. Designed as an over-the-top biker intergalactic bounty hunter, Lobo's legend included murdering everyone on his own planet, as well as regenerative powers that made him pretty much impossible to kill. My suggestions were to keep the contempt for authority, make him more vulnerable to counter-violence, and direct his mayhem toward appropriate targets such as space villains and lawyers.
But they already, prior to this, they did it in STAS.
Yes.
And he was an enjoyable character.
Yes.
They're like, I don't know how we could pull that off.
Yeah, how do we do it? Gene liked the take and ordered a 1-minute pitch video, voiced by Brad Garrett in Superman. Lobo had appeared in a pair of Superman episodes, so editor Al Breitenbach and I culled the material and crafted our 60-second saga with me voicing over the Superman material on top of instrumental cuts from Bad to the Bone. Catchy, but nothing came of it. Soon after, I was drafted onto Pinky Elmira and the Brain, forgetting all about the main man. That fall, the studio was gripped with pitch fever. By then, Gene had lost the authority to greenlight afternoon and Saturday shows to Jamie Kellner and his growing phalanx of WB execs. Did I say phalanx? Phalanx? I don't fucking know.
Phalanx?
For the TV animation division to get something on the air, we had to pitch the WB in addition to Warner Brothers marketing. Artists and writers were in a frenzy pulling material together. A show meant job security. Duck Dodgers was based on the 1953 Chuck Jones cartoon. In this version, there was a human chick teamed up with Daffy and Porky. Gene asked if I could swap her out with Lola Bunny. Huh?
Great.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just adding anything
commentary. Yeah.
How can I care about this?
One eternity later.
And remember the Lobo that almost was.
Jamie,
The
that's
end.
too long.
It was too long. But now you've learned.
You're going to have to chop 40% out of that, my dude.
That was quite a bit. Yeah, mouthful there. All that to say there was going to be a Lobo cartoon, and then nobody wanted it, and then they didn't do it.
See, that's the snop we're looking for.
Yeah, there we go. I'll just boop the rest of that. Yeah. Would you have liked to see a Lobo cartoon that actually wasn't bad? Like, did this ruin the character for you at all? Like,
Oof,
I don't know.
Kinda. I would have. I could be down. I could be down for like an actual produced show. But the thing that gets me is you didn't address why this was produced.
No.
Do we know?
Not beyond that. No.
Uh-huh.
It feels, from what I understand, it was like a collection of scripts for the original cartoon.
No, there's no script. There's no
but then,
script in
like,
this.
the story at least, or like what's the basics of what's happening or whatever. And then they just it's going to have been a waste if we don't use these, kind of a thing. But
well, it's
bad.
No, it's terrible. It's maybe the worst thing that happened to media.
Yeah.
But I digress, because how do we be entertaining about something so shitty?
I don't know. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to do the podcast.
It is
also
very
because
hard.
I just said a lot of shit just now.
That was like 20 minutes, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I think I'm actually gonna legitimately cut that out and just tell everybody go to the link in the description of this episode if you want to read the blog post for yourself.
That's
and
a
find out
smarter
more.
idea, actually. Yeah.
Because I had remembered that having at least a little more info about why the web show got made, but instead it was like, we were making like a cool Lobo show that everyone liked, and then for some fucking reason they just said
it.
nope. Yep. I do have a few other tribs, but like none of them seem necessary to read.
Really?
Like, something interesting, I guess, is like the website that this was on had a bunch of just other like kind of mini games you could do and other web pages and things like that weren't the cartoon. Spread the word, a community area designed with web cards, email a friend functionality, chat, and message boards. The main man files, a sort of Lobopedia, including translations of Loboisms.
Wow, what does Bastich mean?
Yeah, what does frag possibly mean? It just says on the thing, frag is fuck. There was a fan art contest. Users would submit their artwork of an original character. Artists from Warner Brothers and DC Comics will select the winner. The winning character would appear in a future episode of Lobo. I wonder if that was a situation of they never made more of the web show, so they stopped. Like the character never appeared or something. Because I can't think of who could possibly be this like designed character by a fan. Then again, they're all the character designs in this just look awful.
They're terrible. So, everything's terrible.
Yeah.
I have no more faith in humanity, and I had like none to begin with.
Yeah. Throughout the entire web series, there's Lobo says frag 27 times. That's something for you. The words frag, feedles, giz, and bastich were invented for the character of Lobo so as to circumvent comic book censorship back in the 1990s.
Yeah, but then he just swears
in the show, Lobo
in the
frequently
episode.
says swear words, making the self-censoring superfluous. However, frag and bastich have become iconic words of the character and therefore can't be taken away without being unfaithful. I don't know what the fuck was faithful about this.
Yeah.
So,
God damn.
The last couple of things I've got in the Looney Tunes Flash animated web series from 2001, Mysterious Phenomena of the Unexplained. Major Snake makes a cameo as the lead singer of the Loch Ness Monster Band.
Oh, wow.
It's so cool to see him back, our favorite character. What did you say that some band name on the wall that we've already forgotten now? That you're like, that's actually a good band.
Blood Monk?
That's right.
And monk was spelled with a U.
Nice. That's funny. And in oh God, I'm throwing up McDonald's while I'm reading this. In the Samurai Jack episode, Jack versus Dimongo, the Soul Collector, one of Dimongo's warriors bears a strong resemblance to Lobo and was voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. It's like he was there. It's like Lobo was in Samurai Jack, you see.
Wow, that's I love that.
Nothing from the fandom.
Yeah.
The only thing I can possibly think of is like obviously everything is horrible, and this doesn't even count. Like if it was like if we were making an actual like tier list of these or something, like this wouldn't make the list. But
no.
I found in the penultimate, second to last episode, there's a shot where Lobo is pointing the remote tracker thing at the snake bad guy, and then the snake thing like turns around and bites his arm off, and just the kind of like whiplash motion that he makes was like 5% kind of cool. And the rest of the cartoon looked god awful.
It's saying something that 5% kind of cool is a standout.
Yeah, it was the best shot in the show.
Yeah.
We don't have a musical minute for this, unfortunately. Like, I'd really love to hear what Jordan Blumen thought of this.
I don't want Jordan to watch this.
I don't want Jordan to have to watch this either. Yeah, Dylan did have to watch it here in a second. But
Dylan.
I'll just throw out there that Jordan hasn't been able to be a part of these for a couple episodes because he's had some sort of family emergency happening. So I really hope that he's doing okay. And we love you, Jordan, and thinking about you. And I'm sorry that you got stuff going on. I'm sorry that you have to hear this in the fucking Lobo episode, but
yeah, of all things. Jordan, take care of yourself. Buddy.
Yeah.
And we are happy to be here. We're happy to receive your thoughts and inputs when you have the time and energy. But
and anybody that might see him pop into the Discord or something, toss him some kind words or something. Make him
buy him a Yoppie Bev.
Buy him a Yoppie Bev. Where's Clayface?
Doesn't matter.
No. From the Movies to Watch Before We Die podcast. That's going to be great for whoever's making the spreadsheets out there. It's Thoughts of the Week with Dylan Polly.
Coming up next, it's another guest appearance from our favorite visiting superhero.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
This is for Lobo, and here it is.
It's time for the Thoughts of the Week from Dylan Pollock on Lobo, or I can't believe you bastards just made me watch this. So I kind of can't wait to hear you guys talk about the animation of this Flash web series. This couldn't feel less like the DCAU in look or feel, really. So it's weird that it is part of it, especially considering we couldn't even get Brad Garrett back for this. This is like 2 hours of recording for this roll top. So I don't know. Does Lobo normally have healing abilities? But if he does, how is the rest of his species dead if they can heal from having their heads literally blown off?
That's a very good question. I don't know.
Now, let me give some credit to the series. The idea that you get to golf swing your own decapitated head at Sunny Jim, that seems pretty cool. Also, politically, while I don't like Lobo's opinions on foreign conflicts or corporate taxation, I do like his policy of destroying Congress. But on a different opinion, the how old did you girls say you were joke feels like an appropriate end to what feels like a remnant of a time that is now past, and does not feel at all like the DCAU.
Right.
So, something that will feel more right, the question of the week.
Thank you.
James' favorite part.
Thank you.
What's a movie, show, or webtoon that you feel like is lost media that you recommend to people? For me, it's Fillmore, which was basically just Law & Order, but for school hall monitors, and that was cool as hell. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
I mean, you mentioned a couple of them already, but when you said that, what did you compare it to, like violence-wise? A hamster or something? What was that?
Oh, the hamster in a blender.
That's right. That also reminded me of the like catapult or whatever the fuck that was. You remember talking about it? It was like a cat. You put a cat in a fucking catapult and shoot as far as you can, and then if it doesn't go far enough, it ends up stabbing into some spikes or some shit, and then there's blood, and like that just felt like the energy of this whole thing was like there was no fucking reason for any of the violence. Like it had no motivation at all.
It was trying to be as extreme as it could with the violence for no fucking reason.
No.
Wait, what was Dylan's question?
I like lost Flash animated thing that you like recommend to people or whatever.
Oh, like actually recommend to people?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't recommend like Happy Tree Friends and stuff like that. Ooh, wait, I have something. Brain.
55. I mean, that might be my answer, honestly.
God, there's like some things that I've. Oh God, yeah. Any of the old Strong Bad stuff, which is all up on YouTube with its like post credit stuff,
which is from Homestar Runner.
Homestar Runner, yeah.
And any of that, yeah. I think I showed it to you. This is not a recommendation because it was a recommendation until I showed it to you, and it was Lobo. No, it was forehead shave cut. That was the little that we stood in your kitchen, and I showed you a flash animated thing that was funny to me when I was like 12, and then I was watching it extremely embarrassed.
I don't remember this at all.
There was one like good little bit, which was like a showdown at the OK Corral type of thing. It was just, the whole thing was one of those just like, the joke is how random it is. Like it's just stuff happening, which was, I guess, kind of Lobo. But I got all of that to say, like, that and Lobo and things of that time just kind of remind me of like, why did we ever think something like this was funny? Like,
I don't know. It was a thing though. Like it was like, oh, this is so funny because like the blender and you like cut off the bottom half of the gerbil. It's so funny.
Yeah.
And it was just that it was like shocking.
Yeah,
I guess. And
my
we
parents
thought that was
allowing me to use the computer, and I looked at this kind of a thing or something. Yeah, I'm sure it's one of those. Oh, even that shit led to some good thing or something like that.
It didn't.
It butterfly
Strong
affected
Bad.
something.
Strong Bad did great.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Wow, Strong Bad was always funny, and like actually funny, and like you can watch the older ones, and they're like maybe a little bit like dated, but they're not like this.
They now have an air of like millennial cringe kind of thing to them, I think, but not enough to be like, I'm never watching that again. It's
I don't care if you find something millennially cringe.
Yeah.
It's just like actually like,
I'm sure half this podcast is that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, we should do the millennial pause. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's before we start those.
Yeah.
Do that at the very beginning.
Okay, let's do one right now before this next section.
Hey everybody, it's time for whether Lobo was
books or hip hop.
Is a garbage can. Move on.
Just fucking trash. Yeah, I guess hip hop. If I had to pick one, I don't fucking know.
I wouldn't do that to hip hop.
All right, so we already decided we're putting this in the Mephisto.
Yes, we are. Don't fucking watch this.
Where is that on here? There it is. Dude, where's my Batmobile? Lobo. Even below, I'm putting it below. Dude, where's my Batmobile?
I think that's the right move, which is saying so much. And I've spent years since we watched that. I spent years telling people not to watch Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah.
And now,
but nobody was planning to watch Lobo. Is the difference? I don't have Lobo at Video Horizon. So
good thing you don't.
No, I never will. Thank you for the podcast, everyone. Goodbye. We're gonna do mail now and hear what everyone else thought of Lobo, and then I'll tell Brian the name of the next episode. He tries to guess what it's about. Here's the song.
That yacht had one small extra yacht put it over.
We drop
What we drop?
our weekly yacht
Oh yeah, those.
into the comment box.
First,
There sure was a lot.
now Jamie's mad.
Pretty
Too
mad.
bad we're all
At least I am.
just Dylan Pollock.
Dylan did say, "Oh, I can't wait to hear what they say about the animation." And it's actually kind of surprising how little we talked about specifically the animation, because I think it was just like, yeah, it's a Flash cartoon. Like we're not
just
expecting
bad Flash.
much.
Yeah.
But it was just heightened bad by how bad everything else was. Yeah. There was a small part of me that thought maybe Brian will think this is like the best thing ever, so like kick ass, whatever. Not funny. I didn't think you would think it was funny. I just thought maybe there's a slim chance that there's some kind of like, hell yeah, I love Lobo so much. And, I'm not disappointed at all that this is what we're doing, because it's more fun to just, I don't think anyone would defend this, even the people that made it. So
I want to hear from the people that made it. They fucking owe us an explanation.
Yeah, well, Boyd Kirkland is dead, and John P. McCann I've never spoken to, so maybe we won't. But perhaps someday, if I do speak to him, if he's not dead, I don't fucking know. Maybe he died of embarrassment of Lobo, the animated web series.
Makes sense.
This is a terrible thing to say. If you want to reach out to us like the fire hand at the end of World's Finest Part 3, you can send a short-ass email or 60-second voice message to batwagonpod@gmail.com, or leave a comment on today's episode on YouTube or Spotify, but please do not spoil anything past this episode for Brian.
Yeah.
We got Fiacra Horgan.
You know what?
It
Before
says,
you
what?
Fiacra,
Yes,
I will say one
yes.
thing as per Dylan's request.
Okay.
if I can say something minutely positive about this, it's that I had some slight nostalgia watching Flash animation again. Being like, oh yeah, everything looked bad, but like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Well, and I kept thinking too, like when we had John on recently and he was talking about, because we were talking about the like digital animation, which I guess this was a CG nay the whole fucking time, but if we're counting that, he had mentioned like, oh, you know, as someone who like did Flash animations for Newgrounds a lot, and, you know, when that was the thing, was like, you know, and Flash animation is still very tough to do, like takes a long time, all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I will give credit, I guess, at least to the fact that somebody had to spend fucking hours and hours and hours making this, regardless of it not being
their
an
life
actual
is
like
terrible.
Warner Brothers cartoon. But I would feel so bad for whoever that was. Which actually I did have in the trivs. There was basically one animator that did this whole thing, produced in-house by Kimson Albert, with cleanup by Jennifer Sachs. Sachs' only credits are for cleanup animation on this and 2 other WB Flash animated series. Albert would go on to be an animation director for Venture Brothers from 2003 to 2016, as well as an animator on Steven Universe and Adventure Time. Prior to Lobo, Albert was also designed characters for the 1999 Ace Ventura animated series and animated the hallucination scene in Beavis and Butthead Do America.
I actually really did like that scene.
So that the guy who made it, you know, pretty cool, I guess. I'm so sorry that he had to do this. Anyway, Fiacre Horgan, as I was saying, it says, as a Yoppie Irishman, I think I can weigh in on the whole St. Patty/Paddy's Day thing.
Oh, yes, please.
The Irish for Patrick is Podrig. Podrig can be shortened down to Pad or Paddy, whilst I think Patty is a shortened version of Patricia as opposed to Patrick. Even people called Patrick in Ireland can be referred to as Paddy. So Patty is a no-no when referring to St. Patrick's Day. If it's shortened, then it would be to Paddy's Day. Anyway, hope ye had a Yoppie Paddy's Day, my dogs. Thank you. That is sort of helpful. Euphonium Star says, where's Terry's damage report? Tunnel walls, tunnel ceilings. Figured I'd start these again for an episode where only the tunnels get damaged. Thank you. Welcome back. We missed you.
Oh my God.
Jamie Lane, who may be a duo, says, yes,
Jamie.
We're hitting the Flash program animated series era. I can't believe we got here.
Why are you celebrating this?
I don't know. Lock D says, wow, what an adventure I had, Bruce. There was a little kid living under the city. Isn't that the craziest thing? Did you ever encounter subterranean homeless kids? Bruce holds his head as the memories rush back. Hurry, hurry. Yes, 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 echoes in the ether. Images flash. Batman saying later to an alligator. Alfred bathing a little boy. The ACOM animation logo. Bruce composes himself. Terry? Yeah? Never ask me that again. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised we didn't have another Sewer King reference in that episode.
Yeah, we should have.
God of Fame is back. Hello, Yoppie dudes. I'm once again back from the past to give you the rundown on my personal journey to the future, including which episodes I got through and my thoughts on them. Here's what I got through this week. Joker used to be Homer Simpson. 8 pages of trivs, and I'll remember maybe 2 of them. The sloth took my dick. Wow, they got a cool new intro and synopsis song. This is starting to look professional. Sure hope the majority of the episode doesn't devolve into dick jokes. Ooh. Canyons all the way down. Really, this made the top 10? Sure, Brian, I guess. Rube Goldberg was from Mars. Everyone makes the same joke in this episode, and I mean everyone. Also, Joe is here, and that's awesome. Pigmeat Markham's Careless Whisper. The Yoppers pointed out flaws in a fan favorite episode. This is sure to end well. Also, nice. Fake Hand Fist Wrist. That's what it was. Our hosts are clearly tired and a little out of it and thus convinced themselves the episode sucks as a result. Them constantly self-deprecating like this does in fact bring the episode down, but only slightly. I hope you're more kind to yourselves in the future. And then redo. I think Dylan and Keen went slightly over the 1 minute limit on this episode, but I don't know.
I love that. That's one of my favorite episodes of this podcast, I gotta say.
Is the one we weren't on.
Yeah.
Hot dog, that was a lot of yop for the week. 73 out of 203, or 35.9% completion. Until next time, stay yoppy and look forward to the past. I will. Thank you for these updates. We got Baggy the Bloke, Hiya, Justine, and Bateman. My favorite slur is abnormally long drum roll. Bastich, baby. It's Lobo time. Let's get fragging lit, motherfraggers. I'd comment funny things that happen, but I haven't seen Lobo yet because I don't know how as of writing this. Honestly, part of me wants to have an even less of an idea of what the pod is talking about. But then again, Lobo is Lobo and Lobo is awesome.
Yeah, I thought so too. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's out there. Don't do it.
It's out there. You can find it now. This is from Elinia Fernandez. Hey, Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius and Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah! Yes!
You get to be Baraka, yeah. I've been a Watchtower Database viewer since around Zeta Month. Thank you for that. Zeta Project is one of my favorite DCAU shows. And I've been catching up with the pod for the last month or so. Currently, I'm at S-Test, and I've been highly anticipating Batman Beyond, as that's my absolute fave and the way I was introduced to the DCAU as a child.
Cool.
I have the Flash pod episode. What? Oh, no.
Oh, just the age thing again. That's all.
Oh, yeah. This is me. You're doing this with me. I have the Flash pod episode pauses. The clip of him flirting with Lois reminded me of something extremely important. James, have you shown Brian the penis song from Batman the Brave and the Bold? That has no reason to slap as hard as it does. Thank you and stay yappy.
What?
No, I haven't, and are we
going to gloss over penis song, or are you going to give you some information?
It's not called that. It's
Is it called 8 == D?
No. It's Catwoman and 2 characters we won't meet for a while, so it's slightly spoilery. But they're singing about various sexual innuendos, and it's fun, but maybe we'll watch it later. Remind me, Ellie. Leno Lacola going back to the past Newgrounds style. Yeah. Man, old Flash animation really takes me back to when I used the internet back in the mid-aughts and watched a ton of stuff on Newgrounds. But this email isn't about me. It's about the Lobo web series, aka it's about Fraggin' Time / I swear that's Greg Eagles as Lobo for the first few episodes. Yes, it is. I was really surprised that they managed to get him, Gray Delisle, D. Bradley Baker, Kevin Michael Richardson, and Tom Kenny for a web series, especially for one made back in the year 2000.
Especially one this bad. Wait, who said that?
I was Brian and me.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention this is a mature rated DC animated project, so your mileage may vary with the crass nature of the web series. Overall, it's a neat time capsule of older internet content, and especially for early Flash cartoons till we frag again. It sure was neat, I suppose.
You are so positive about that.
Yeah, it was a little too happy and good. This is from Corey Regosa. Favorite ... word.
Oh.
My fellow Bat-Wagoners, we talking slurs? Oh shit. Wait. I didn't mean to use the hard R. Sorry, if that gets this episode demonetized my Bat-Wags. Well, anyway, since Brian asked, my favorite slur is probably clanker. Wait, damn it, I used the hard R again. Sorry, if this message gets your whole podcast taken down. Oh no. I have upset the droids. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to.
Clanker is our word. But you can call me Clanka.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I asked for it. This is because of me. Oh boy.
You did ask for it. Eric Lobo.
Clanker is great though.
Lobo, or man, I miss ACOM. Here it is.
Dragon bastard.
He said the thing and I clapped. And, yeah, I guess the main man didn't deliver. So, Brian, did you open the package? Oh, hold on, that's Mark Aquino. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, Eric, I need Croc's help, okay? It's about Danny. My daughter's been kidnapped by some Paul Stanley-looking son of a bitch.
Scarface?
We think it's got something to do with Darkseid. You remember him, right? He's the guy that Brian doesn't give a fuck about.
Stop it.
Well, excuse me for telling the damn truth. Yeah, him. Listen, I don't have a lot of time. There's a shuttlecraft waiting for us at Star Labs. Tell Croc to meet us over there. I'll explain everything in my comment this week, I promise.
Okay. Wait, if Croc's gone, I can go on vacation. Hey, Croc!
Wrong!
Get in the car, we're going to meet Mark! And I'm going to Disneyland. Until next time, Bat-Wags, keep calm and yop on.
Oh my God. Like sound design of these is great.
It's
like
really
I'm
good.
really there.
The package did arrive. Yeah. Yes. And
do you want to bring that to me?
I wasn't. I figured I hadn't mentioned it because I figured it was something we were going to do on the pod. But I will certainly say as a
preemptive thank you.
Well, yes, super thank you. In fact, because I also got a pretty cool T-shirt. Just saying.
Oh my god!
Actually, I could probably do the T-shirt thing now. We can talk about the other stuff later.
Okay.
Do you want to see
What's the shirt?
Hold up.
Yeah. Oh, guys. Lobo is really bad. Fucking sucked. I shouldn't have taken the time to put it together. It was, archival posterity shit like that. Watchtower Database, that's what we do. But I should have just destroyed all copies. It's a crow shirt.
They know me.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We just got the first Crow movie into the store. It wasn't in Video Horizon.
What? That's a crime.
Some of the sequels were, but not the
That's
original.
even more of a crime.
I know.
So thank you so much for this lovely shirt.
It looks comfy too.
We were talking about this with the Helldiver shirt you got me, Jamie, and I think things are so folly aparty these days.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this one, there's a lot of ink, so I feel like I have to treat it very carefully. But it is this is a good shirt. It's a good shirt.
Yeah, it is a good shirt. Thanks, Eric. We like this shirt.
We like this shirt.
This is from LexCorp Cares. LexCorp update. Hello, Jergs and Bronk. Sorry I can't call in this week, and we don't have the processing space for audio right now. As you may have noticed, the known universe has seen a drop in frame rate and quality. Lex is attempting to kill Superman with multiple original monsters, many of whom are constantly moving or undulating. All monsters can do backflips and breakdance. They are fully rotoscoped and move on ones. While this does look sick as hell, I'm afraid we've needed to siphon most of the universe's animation budget to create them. Never fear, the world should regain its audiovisual quality when Superman is dead. Love LexCorp, sent using as little processing power as possible. It does explain a lot, thank you. It's from Dr. Derp. Lobo or those space bimbos are smelly. Have you ever had one of those wild nights with a pair of space bimbos that ends with a blast of space bimbo gas to the face? I tell you what, that smell is smelly. Crazy things happen when you smell that smelly smell. Visions of smiley face men and beautiful genies giving the middle finger. Dreams of birthday parties and presidential races. Dreams of bike shops and food courts and lizards that digest the 10 Commandments wholesale. Oh, and space penguins. A lot of space penguins. And then it's all over like that because Eggy Wrinkles can't afford good quality space bimbos. You got to be careful with the really potent space bimbos, though. You don't want to end up like Killer Croc. Why else would you think he can only speak Groot now?
Ooh. Is that what happened?
That explains a lot that, Lobo was just knocked out by the gas in Eggy Wrinkles' place, and then he had a dream of all of this stuff and then woke up. I like that better than this being any sort of canon at all. This is from Anthony.
Anthony?
Who just says, Lobo? More like Loboo-boo. Yes, this is my first email.
Solid
Thank
first
you.
email. We got a Loboo joke. Do you think there's a Lobo Labubu?
I hope so, yeah. Loboo-boo. It's from Calvin. Dear Raisin Bran and Jam on Toast, part of a complete breakfast. Thank you, for introducing more of the world to the Lobo animated series and the general state of Flash animation of the time. It was a trip down memory lane. Anyway, I decided to get ahead of the curve and give you guys the theme song for what I'm sure is going to be a recurring segment on the show going forward.
Okay.
What did Lobo do? Did he get a 10 or only 2? I've really got to know. Tell me now what's bad. Use Lobo's usefulness. Bow bow. For these episodes, I'd have to give Lobo 2 bits of compressed audio that sound like they're from a 90s putt-putt edutainment game.
Yeah.
Hey! I can look for the missing baby animals while you take care of the stuff that needs fixing.
Well, if you promise not to be a pain in the ass about it.
Out of 10.
Thank you. Yeah.
Lobo's
it'll be a recurring
usefulness.
segment.
Ooh.
Womp womp womp.
Should we rate it?
Sure. I mean, what was he trying to do? I guess
various things.
He succeeded in defeating Sunny Jim and stealing Darlene. He succeeded in getting that guy out of jail, even though they both died. Which you, as the two rhino spiky guys ran at each other. You were just like before they even ran at each other, they just saw each other across the room, and you went like, they're gonna kill each other. And then they ran into each other, and over the 10 full seconds, collapsed into the ground, bled out, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And you were just standing there shaking your head and sighing like that. It was only act 2 of 3 basically. And we were just like, Jesus Christ.
I think my favorite part of watching this was just having this screen, the video chat over to the side and just some terrible thing, some just sexist thing, whatever would happen. I just see you go, and look over in my direction to see your reaction.
Just glance over you.
I had reactions for the first maybe 5 minutes, and then the rest of the time, the other 25 minutes, I just sat there.
Yeah. It was the longest 31 minutes of my life.
It was. If you wanted to increase somebody's jail time, make them watch this once per day.
I've watched my wife go through labor twice. Lobo was more painful. I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm sure she'd agree.
Definitely. I'll give Lobo fucking 5. I guess he succeeded.
Yeah.
Space penguins, some bullshit. Who cares?
Okay. I'm gonna give him a 5 or whatever. Underage bimbos in a car.
Yeah. How old did you say you were? That guy was covered in ears. And those were supposedly his daughters, but they were covered in spikes, like the spike guys. So there wasn't even
his
thought put forward, I guess. Did he fuck the spike guy? Another slightly funny joke was when he breaks into the jail cell. They're sleeping in the bed, and then the rocker guy, the fucking
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne sits up, and then it's like, where's the other guy? And then he pats him. And the guy goes again? As if oh, do you want to fuck again or whatever? Which is
The guy would have been dead, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
They're the sharpest things on the planet. We watched Lobo rip his arm off 5 times because he impaled himself in the spot. Please continue.
You can see what's supposed to be funny and supposed to be clever and whatever, and then the execution is just not there at all. Montage, imagine Lobo from Superman the Animated Series, and there's a montage of him trying to get a spiky, touch him and you die guy out of jail, and there's going to be clever quips, there's going to be all these more interesting ways that he's failing to do that. The option to have a good version of that does exist, but this was not there and it was not present.
No.
Penultimate mail here from Kyle. Watching Flash animation in the year of our Yop 2026 feels incredibly nostalgic. It's disappointing the series never got the green light.
Is it? The series maybe. This continuing, I hate that idea.
With how animation has evolved, I think the show would have been very successful if it were to be made now. What villain or secondary character do you think could support their own show? Stay Yoppie, Kyle Naranya. I don't know. I wouldn't have picked Lobo if this didn't exist. I wouldn't have picked he could have a fun thing. Maybe if I thought about it for a while.
Are we all DC in this? DCAU?
Whatever. If you have something else that's not there.
Poison Ivy.
Okay, yeah.
It's like Captain Planet, except it's for
murdering.
Well, I mean, but for
it's Captain Planet, but she's going about it in the wrong way, or she's
kind of. And it's not just about pollution, but just other political reasons. It's kind of a hard thing to explain, but I think you get what I'm saying.
The Harley Quinn cartoon from the last few years has Poison Ivy is basically the second main character, and it's. I think you would like it if you ever wanted to watch it. But
I want to watch anything but this.
That kind of thing. Yeah, that's true. Last versus Mark Aquino, Lobo, or Frag You, Frag Me, Frag Everybody, or Electric Guitar Riff. Well, I guess I jinxed it. Last Saturday, I came home to find Bizarro, Mark, and Scarface in shambles. There was a huge hole in the ceiling of little Danny's bedroom, and she was gone. All that was left was a note from her kidnapper saying that he'd been hired to bring her back to Apocalypse, and that the main man always delivers. Doesn't take much to figure out who the kidnapper is. We'd raced over to Star Labs and found a locked-away shuttlecraft that we intend to fly into space and follow the ion trail of Lobo's bike. As a way to prepare ourselves, we came across a record of Lobo's exploits to give us a better idea of who we're up against. Needless to say, I was kind of disappointed. As much as I love the STAS two-parter he was featured in, this rejected Adult Swim pilot with random point-and-click game moments left me feeling kind of hollow. There were some funny, there were some funny moments here and there, but for the most part, it felt like empty shock value for the sake of shock value. Definitely curious to hear what everyone else thinks of it. Also, that last line from Bo is, you. Boss Biggest Bear Hugs to the number one podcast host in this year multiverse of ours, James Booked and Busy Strecker, and Brian Hugh Jass Manili. Praise to our Lord and Savior, Dylan Pollock. Keep up the great work on your own podcast. Remember to tell Gab that she rules, likewise to all his loyal disciples, all the names, all the awesome sauce listeners of this Yoppie community of ours. You're all the absolute best. Don't you ever forget that. Thankfully, Killer Croc has joined us on our quest. Big thanks to Eric for relaying our call for help. I don't know how long our journey is going to be, but we won't come back until she's found, and that's a promise. Take it, Bizarro Mark. Till last week, big ol' poop. We am flying away, baby. Thank you so much.
He said poop.
That was way funnier than the show we watched.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really hard to be as unfunny as that show.
Luckily, you never have to watch anything like that ever again.
Hooray.
The next episode that we're watching for the podcast is another web series.
What?
It's called Gotham Girls. This is season 1 of Gotham Girls. We really are watching another Flash animated thing next time.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you. I promise you, though, you won't want to kill yourself.
Okay. It couldn't be this bad.
No, there's no possible way. Yeah, Gotham Girls is the name of the show. I will say, for the sake of the listener, keep on the lookout for me doing this same thing with Lobo, like as I did with Lobo, where I upload it to the same channels. But there is already Gotham Girls on YouTube in pretty okay quality, and it got a physical release. There was a Birds of Prey, it was the name of the show, on the CW, WB, whatever, that when that was released on DVD, Gotham Girls was a special feature so you could watch all of it.
Oh, so it got like an air quotes physical release.
It got
a
pass.
Low bar for a physical release, but okay.
Yes.
What was that voice?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on here. Kind of lost it after watching
Got a physical
that.
release. Yes.
Oh,
I goofy. So this is one, though, that we're going to be doing with you here in person because there are many interactive elements to this. I think we may even have a bit of a different type of podcast episode where we, typically we don't do like a commentary as the thing is happening, but because there's so much like stuff that you have to do and, interact with and whatever in the Flash thing, it might be fun to do an actual real-time thing with this.
Are we going to live stream this too?
I don't know. We can find out. Maybe we figure it out when you're here. Okay. We figure it out. We could do something.
Let's do something.
Anyway, that's the show.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. I will take it out on you when I get there. Just slightly smaller bus.
I'll pay you more money.
Oh.
as a sorry. As an apology for
you mean reparations?
To watch Lobo. Yeah. Thank you to everyone listening in the description for their musical themes, helping making this podcast as yappy as it can be. Go check out their stuff. Thank you, of course, to you, the listener, for listening. If you made it this far, please leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, even for this horrific thing we just did
give us
today.
a hug at least.
Yeah, give us a hug.
Don't sit
I guess
through
we'll
this.
see you
God.
next time for Gotham Girls.
Gotham, which I didn't guess.
No, you have to guess what it's about.
Gotham Girls.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it the supervillains? Is it like Poison Ivy?
Yes.
Doing
Captain Planet
things?
There's a couple episodes that are kind of close to that.
I'm just going to stop right there.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, you'll see. It's essentially just any woman Gotham character as the thing, as the subject of these.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll do that. We'll be it. We'll live it. We'll love it.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Get it? Got it? Good?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's the podcast episode, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for wearing a crow shirt with us.
Oh, yeah,
I'm wearing a Goonies shirt.
You are.
Like a stupid idiot.
That's true.
And watching Lobo like a stupid idiot.
We're never again, Jamie. Never again.
But you've seen it now.
That's unfortunate. I feel like I've been changed against my will. Goodbye.
Bye.
Daddy, we hate washing cars.
You'll do as you're told. Hey, fat ass, I've got your money. Porkins handed me the reward on the spot.
Ladies?
In cash. 5, 10, 20 large covers the past due. The rest will cover your bike. Too bad there's none left for you. How old did you girls say you were? Hey, get your feet off the fragging dashboard!
Jump on the Bat-Wagon is hosted and edited by yours truly, James Strecker, and co-hosted by yours Briley, Brian Maneely. This podcast is brought to you by the Watchtower Database, your one-stop shop for all things DC Animated Universe. To send us a Yoppie beverage, nab some sick show merch, or support us on Patreon, you can visit the links in today's show notes. And thank you very much. Please leave us a 5-star review on your app of choice and follow us wherever you listen to never miss a new show. And we'll see you next episode, same PP time, same poo-poo channel.
I think that's going to do it.
Okay.